Hi everyone, good evening, welcome back. Can you see my screen everyone? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, Harsha.
Yes, it's pretty good.
Fine. So today we are going to discuss about introduction to cloud. What is cloud? Why cloud? Why the project teams are looking for cloud? What is the importance? Right? What is cost saving? Right? What is on-demand infrastructure? Right? Currently, why the project teams are migrating their infrastructure to cloud? We'll try to understand. Okay. So before going to this, we'll try to understand some important question and answers. Okay. Yeah. So yesterday we discussed about DevOps introduction, right? What is automation? What is DevOps? Why the project teams are looking for automation, right? What is Agile methodology, right? So Agile will be repeated again, okay, while working on Git, okay. Yeah. So today we discuss about this cloud introduction. So before going to this, I want to clear some questions here. Okay, I got a few questions from different students, different batches. Okay, I collected that. So let us go through that questions first. Then we'll jump into cloud introduction. Anyone join newly today? Can you share your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? If anyone newly joined today, can you share your WhatsApp number and email address in the chat? So go to meeting chat, you can share your WhatsApp number and email address. So my mobile number is 96422111711. This is my mobile number, my personal number. Yeah. So can you share your number if anyone newly joined today? Yeah. So technical questions, I collected some technical questions which are very, very important. Before going to sessions, we need to understand this. We need to clear these questions, right? Yeah. So technical questions. First question here is, what is the use of AWS and DevOps at industry level? So what is the use of AWS? What is the use of cloud? Anyone having any idea?
Terraform.
Can you mute everyone? Can you mute everyone? Prasanna Kumar, can you mute? Yeah. Fine. So what is the use of AWS? For example, I want 100 servers in our data center, physical servers, or else uh, I I have one requirement. So I need servers in one day or 1 hour. Can we prepare 100 servers in 1 hour in physical data center? Is it possible? No, right? Yeah. So physical servers normally what we will do, we need to place the order with vendor, right? So Dell vendor, HP vendor, or other vendors, right? Once we place the order with vendor, they take 2 to 3 days time or 1 week time. They deliver the servers. Once they deliver the servers, that servers we need to move to data center, and we need to uh, connect to the racks. We need to connect power, network. We need to install operating system. We need to install patches, applications, right? Finally, once testing is completed, we move the server to production. That is the process actually following local data centers, physical data centers, right? But when we get requirement, so we take some time, right? So that much of time client will not accept, will not wait. Okay. So when we go with cloud infrastructure, right? So whenever we need any servers, we can create within 1 minute with all applications, all configurations, all patches, all features, everything, right? So one server, 100 servers, 1,000 servers, you can create within 1 minute in cloud, right? Yeah. So cloud is on-demand infrastructure, right? What is on-demand? Anyone? Cloud infrastructure is on-demand infrastructure. What is on-demand?
If anyone wants required to mod, that means like 100 GB data disk or anything, like, so only 100 for 100 GB they can for use that all the equipments and all those things.
Yeah. So on demand is nothing but, so whenever we need servers or resource storage, network, whatever, that should be available immediately. On demand is nothing but instant. Okay, instantly that should be available, right? Yeah. So in cloud infrastructure, whenever we require servers, we can create by single click within 1 minute, right? But whereas physical environment, right? So it will take some time, right? And also, moreover, physical servers normally minimum $5,000 each server, minimum costing, right? But cloud servers, so whenever we use the servers, for that hours only we need to pay the bills. For example, I'm using one server for per day 1 hour. I'm using for that 1 hour only we need to pay the bills, right? I'm using server from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. For that 9 hours only we can pay the bills, right? Yeah. So it is kind of renting, so that what will happen here, so when we use cloud infrastructure, one third cost will be saved, okay. So for example, if you spend $5,000 for one server, okay, so here it is one third costing, maximum $1,000, right? $1,000. So you can compare with physical servers, costing will be reduced, and also time will be reduced, time saving, cost saving, right? So that is why most of the project teams, they are migrating their infrastructure to cloud, to reduce the costing, to reduce the time, right? Yeah. So what is the use of AWS? Anyone? It is a on demand infrastructure, scalable infrastructure, time saving, cost saving, right? Yeah. Next one, what is the use of DevOps at industry level? Cloud is AWS is infrastructure, this is infrastructure. So what is DevOps? What is the use of DevOps at industry level, right? For example, in our project, yeah, 5 years back, we were 180 members, team members, not 5 years, 7 years back, 180 members. So currently 30 members only. We are 30 members only. Why that much of drastic change? Because we are using DevOps tools, right? So previously we used to use waterfall methodology, sequential development. Okay. So currently we are using agile methodology, parallel development. We are using automation tools to automate the activities, right? So from 180 members to 30 members reduce. Okay, because we are using Kubernetes, Ansible. So to deploy Java, within 1 minute, you can install Java on 1,000 servers by using Ansible. We discussed yesterday, right? Yeah. So we are using Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, this type of tools, right? These are the tools. That is why, yeah, when we use automation tools, resource will be reduced, right? So we don't require 180 members. Fine. Yeah. So we can automate all the activities, right? Fine. So here also, when we use the DevOps tools, here also costing will be reduced, time will be reduced, right? So main use here is cost saving, cost reduction, and time saving, right? So earlier, for example, one application. So for example, one project team, they want to deploy one application. 7 years back, 10 years back, they used to follow waterfall methodology. By the time, if any project team want to deliver any application, minimum they used to take 6 months period to deliver the application. So currently, 15 days, maximum 1 month. 15 days only maximum, right? So we divide into bits and pieces. One application development, we divide into bits and pieces, which is nothing. What is sprint? Anyone? Sprint. It's a timeline, right? Sprint can be 1 week to 1 month, right? So based on the requirement. So once the sprint is completed, we can deploy the application, right? Yeah. So here main use is time saving, cost saving. Fine. Yeah. Next question here is, yeah, apart from this, anyone having any questions here? Any questions, anyone here? Yeah. Second question here is, when DevOps process has been started in industry. So DevOps process is not new process. It was very old process. So in 2008 it was started. So by the time in 2008 we used to use very old tools, which are like one of the tool is Puppet, right? So Puppet is very old tool, which is Microsoft tool. We used to we used to use the Puppet to perform the automation activities, right? Yeah. Currently, we are using very advanced tools like Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, Ansible, right? Jenkins. These are the advanced tools. Next question here is, what business sectors DevOps been used, right? Not only IT industry, so chemical industry, medical industry, automobile industry, right? So pharma industry, everywhere automation is the number one choice, right? So one of my friend is working with Ready Labs. They are using Kubernetes, right? One of my friend is working with some automobile industry. They are using Jenkins, right? So everywhere automation is the number one choice. So we are using automation tools everywhere, right? Yeah, so most of the business sectors they are using automation tools. Okay. Next one is, who are the teams involved in DevOps process, right? So as a DevOps engineer, we don't do any development, we don't do any testing, right? So teams involved here, developers will involve into development process, right? Testers will involve, build and release team also involved, DevOps is also involved, right? So as a DevOps engineer, we have to coordinate with the all team members. We don't need to do any development. We don't need to do any testing, right? So our role is different role, automation role, right? Yeah. Next question here is, what are the tools involved in DevOps? What tools we are going to learn, right? Yeah. So in DevOps, we have different tools are there. See here, these are the DevOps tools we are going to learn, right? So Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Nexus Artifactory, Sonar Code Review, Apache Tomcat, along with this Python also. So why we require this many tools? So in real-time projects, we don't use all the tools, one or two tools only, right? In real-time projects, we don't use all the tools, one or two tools only. Yeah. So if you have Kubernetes, you will work on only Kubernetes, right? If you have Ansible, you will work on only Ansible, right? If you have Terraform, only Terraform. Along with this tool, one cloud platform, either AWS or Azure or Google, right? Yeah. These four tools, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, these four tools are very, very core tools, advanced tools. If you are good in one tool, you can easily crack your entry, right? So if you learn this many tools, you can fit for any project, right? That is why we design like this. So these are the important core tools. So 80 to 90% of the project teams they are using these core tools. That is why we designed like this, right? So along with these tools, we are going to work on three live projects, right? CI/CD project with AWS, Git, Jenkins, Maven, Tomcat, and live project with GCP, Kubernetes, Jenkins. Okay, live project with GCP, Terraform, or migration project. These three are live projects we are going to work on. Okay, so along with this, small projects will be covered while working on Jenkins. A few more Jenkins master slave model. One project is this small project. While working on Ansible, one small project. While working on Docker, small project. While working on Kubernetes, small project. Like that, small projects will be covered. Okay, but these three are live projects. So once these processes are completed, so you'll get very good hands-on. Okay. Fine. Any questions up to here, anyone? Fine. So these tools we are going to learn. So every tool will go deep dive, not only installation configuration. Git will take 5 days. Okay. Jenkins will take 8 days. Right. And Git and GitHub both are same. Right. Git is a local repository. GitHub is a repository. And Maven, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, every tool will go deep dive. Okay. So Kubernetes will go deep dive. Right. Kubernetes is very hot currently in the market. Kubernetes is very hot. So if you are good in Kubernetes with one cloud platform, you can easily crack your entry, right? Yeah. So Kubernetes will do many activities in Kubernetes, which are very real-time activities. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Next question here is,
Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
So after completing every tool, can we get any
Hmm.
exercises on the tools?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yes, we do exercises tool wise.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Fine. Next question here is, what are the certifications available in DevOps tools? DevOps, right? Yeah, certification is not mandatory, right? So certification you can do once you get into the project also, right? So certification is not mandatory. If you have certification, it would be added advantage, right? So DevOps certification is not mandatory. So if you want to write any certification, you can write AWS certification, AWS associate level, AWS associate solution architect, right? That is first paper. Associate professional, second paper, right? At least one paper is enough to you, either AWS or Azure or Google Cloud. Google Cloud not required currently, either AWS or Azure. If you have any one cloud certificate, that would be added advantage. For example, we three shortlisted for one project. Okay, only one requirement is there. So in our three people, whoever having additional qualification, they check. That is only advantage if you have certification, right? So certification is not mandatory in our project. Yeah, 30 members in which only few members are having certification. Okay, the certification we can do later also. Okay, once you get into the project, fine. uh, Next one, what certification you have to do as a DevOps engineer? Yeah, so if you want to write DevOps certification, Kubernetes you can write. Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, Terraform, Jenkins, any certification if you want to write, that is not mandatory. Okay, yeah. So certification, how can we attempt the exam, how can we clear the exam? I'll guide you, right? So how to clear the exam, and what are the dumps questions I explain, and also I give you questions. If you need any support, I provide you support to clear the exam. Okay, yeah. Now, next question, as a student, what should be my expectation while learning DevOps? Yes, once complete our course, at least 3 years experience you can showcase in your resume. If you are a fresher, you will get very good knowledge, right? If you are an experienced person, you can showcase minimum 3 years experience. That level of training will be provided here, right? Yeah. So every tool will go deep dive. While working on any tool like Git, Jenkins, Maven, so FAQs, day-to-day activities, challenges. Yeah, tool wise, session wise, those will be covered. Okay. Any questions here? Anyone up to here? Apart from this, anyone having any questions?
Sir, is there any live project based on Azure Cloud instead of Google Cloud?
Yeah, definitely. It's in Azure Cloud also. We do some live
Okay,
activities. Live
okay,
activities.
okay.
So
Thank you.
more practical oriented. More
Okay.
practical oriented. Yes. Yeah.
So excuse me, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Once
Go
we
ahead.
complete the course, when we are selected in interview, if we get any problem, can we get back to you while working on the project? Likewise,
Yes. Yes. Can you mute a minute? I explain that. I understand your question. Fine. Yeah. So until you get job, I give you support, right? Even though once you get into the project, if you are facing any issues, you can reach out to me if you have any technical issues. Okay. I cannot provide you job support, right? So I'm handling multiple batches. I'm working, right? So I cannot provide you job support. If you need job support, I refer someone to take care, right? So my students are available in different places, different companies. They provide you support, right? So they charge something. You need to talk with them, right? They will give you support. But if you have any technical questions, technical doubts, definitely I can clear, right? Yeah. So my students, 30th batch, 25th batch students, still they are in touch. Okay. So if you need any technical support, for example, you are working on Jenkins. Jenkins job is failing, right? So this is the error I'm facing. So what is the issue I'm facing? Could you please help? Definitely I help you, right? Yeah. But job support is different. Technical support is different. Okay. Yeah. Clear, right? Keshav, I think.
Yes, sir. Right, right.
Fine. So these are the technical questions which I collected from different students and different batches. Now let us go with general questions. General questions. So here, general question. First one is, who is eligible to learn AWS and DevOps? Right. So to learn AWS and DevOps, we don't require any prerequisites, right? So anyone can learn AWS and DevOps. Even freshers can learn DevOps, AWS, and experienced guys, non-IT guys. Even though anyone, like, yeah, in my last batch, one guy is from mainframes background, right? So he's having 18 years experience. He switched to DevOps recently. So recently cracked the entry with one MNC company with a very good package, right? So anyone can learn AWS and DevOps. Here there is no prerequisites. Even Linux also will be covered in our sessions. So we require Linux commands, few commands. That also will be covered in our sessions, right? So anyone can switch their current role to DevOps role here. Fine. Next question here is, what is education background required to learn AWS and DevOps? Any education background, not only MTech, not only BTech, not only MCA, right? So in our project, civil engineers are there, civil engineers, BCom graduates are there, uh, B Pharmacy, B Pharmacy, right? And one diploma electronic guy also there, right? So few companies will not allow like TCS, Infosys, this type of companies. But most of the companies they allow. If you are good in technically, right? So definitely can easily crack your interview, right? Yeah. So education background is not an issue. Any background, right? Yeah. So you can apply for AWS and you can learn AWS and DevOps, and you can easily crack your interview. Fine. Next question here is, what are the prerequisites to start learning AWS and DevOps, right? So you don't require any prerequisites, right? So Linux required. We discuss Linux sessions, Linux modules like how to create users, user management, basic commands, advanced commands, deployment commands, Linux architecture, folder structure, right? Those will be covered in our session, right? Linux will take 4 sessions yearly, right? So Linux required, that will be covered in our sessions. Next question here is, what are the job opportunities in today's market, right? So already I explained yesterday. So let us go and check once here. Today's job market. Just go to naukari.com and you can search here DevOps. See here, these are the openings available right now, right? Currently some registration is going on, right? Still 47,441 jobs are available here. See here, Kubernetes Docker. They are asking only Kubernetes Docker here, right? See here, DevOps, Microsoft Azure, Jenkins, Docker, right? Azure DevOps. So we are going to learn 3 platforms: AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. So DevOps is DevOps everywhere. Okay. Yeah. See here, one day ago, they posted one day ago, 2 days ago, one day ago, right? So if you wait for 1 month, you will see minimum 1 lakh jobs here, right? 4 months back, we used to see daily 1.5 lakhs jobs daily. So currently, registration is going. So maybe from April onwards, this is financial year, right? Closing, right? This month. Next financial year definitely this will be increased, right? So many projects in hold, right? Yeah. Very good opportunities are there in DevOps, right? This is the right time to grab. Fine. Next question here is, should I have to be a certified in AWS and DevOps to be eligible for job position? Not mandatory. Certification is not mandatory, right? So without certification also you can crack your entry. Fine. Yeah. Can I get help in resume preparation and clearing certification exam? Yes. I prepare your resume Yeah, so I provide you sample resumes. You can check that and you can modify and you can prepare your resume and you can forward to me, right? So I'll edit that resume, I add something, I give it to you, so that you can start, you can apply into the positions, right? So certification exam. So definitely, if you want to write your exam, I guide you. I give you exam questions. So if you want to take any help, right? I provide you help, right? Yeah, certification definitely can clear your exam, right? I guide you, support you to clear the exam. Fine. Next question here is, what is the duration of this course? This course is 3 months, right? Within 3 months, we are going to complete this course. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, no sessions. Okay. So sometimes I'll take Saturday also, right? Yeah. So some workshops will be conducted sometimes. By the time we'll be having Saturdays also, right? Yeah, Monday to Friday, daily 1 hour, right? Yeah. What if I miss any class due to some emergency? What will happen? What will happen if you miss any session? You will get a recording session, right? You'll be having a recording, right? You can follow the recording, right? Yeah. Next question here is, yeah, are we going to build any project from scratch? Yes, we are going to build 3 live projects from scratch, right? So, CI/CD project. CI/CD is the most important project, right? So, how the developers develop the code, how they push the code to GitHub, how the code will be pulled by Jenkins, how the code will be deployed onto production. That we will see in live. Okay, so every project team they're using CI/CD, right? So CI/CD project is very important. Okay, so in our sessions, CI/CD is the first project. Okay, from scratch we build the project. Fine. Next one, are you going to provide any soft copy of the material, right? So every concept I provide you soft copy, right? One hard copy also will be provided. Fine. So every concept, topic wise, I provide you soft copy. Next one, important one. So how should I work on my practical and business requirements, right? Yeah, how can we work on this requirements? How can we work on project? How can we work on tools, right? Yeah. So in AWS we create 1 year free account, free tier account, right? So in that only you can practice, right? In my console, I show you the concepts and configurations and deployments, everything. In your console, you can practice, right? So every batch will have one WhatsApp group. While practicing, you can, if you have any issues, if you face any issues, if you get any errors, you can take the screenshot and you can post into the WhatsApp group. See here, these are the groups available. See here, 67, 68, 69 batches. So 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 11 a.m. batches, right? See screenshots. While practicing, if you face any issues, you can post a screenshot like this. You can take screenshot, you can post like this. I give you a solution, right? Yeah. So AWS account, 1 year account free. In that only we can build our tools. We can configure our tools. We can practice in AWS cloud. Fine. How to create AWS account, how to connect AWS account, how can we work on AWS account, right? So I explained clearly, right? I provide you document also, how to create account, right? Yeah, and also, fine. So AWS account, how can we use free services, right? Free services. So we have free services are there in AWS. That only we have to use. So normally in real-time projects, we don't use free services. Paid services we use, right? So how can we use the free services? How can we stop the services once we complete the practice, right? How can we work on the services? We'll see. It is very easier. It is not physical server. These are not physical servers. Cloud servers, yeah, handling cloud servers are very easier, right? So in DevOps, as a DevOps engineer, what is our role? We need to create infrastructure. We need to maintain the infrastructure, Also, we have to do automation, right? So these are the roles, DevOps engineer roles. Yeah. Next question here is, what kind of support I get after the training completes, right? Yeah. So until you get job, right? Once the training is complete, yeah, you will get very good hands-on, right? You will get a minimum 3 years experience. So once you get into the project, yeah, until you get into the project, I give you support. Even though once you get into the project, if you face any issues, definitely I'll help you to clear that. Okay, yeah. So because here, yeah, once training completes, so normally what happened in institutes, some institutes, trainer will not be available anywhere. Even though trainer they never give their phone number, right? But we share our phone numbers here. You can reach out to me anytime, right? So till now, yeah, 69 batches, 69th batch is completing very soon, right? So last 4.5 years I'm in trainings. Okay, our batch is 70th batch, fine. So this 69 batches students having my phone number, right? So if I am, yeah, when you try to reach to me, so if I'm in any session, I don't take the call. After that I call back definitely, right? You can WhatsApp me, you can call me anytime, fine. Yeah, I give you full support. Next one, last one, which is what are the current salary packages in market, right? This is very important, right? So normal developers, testers, admin salary 1:2 on an average salary. I'm talking about not exact salary, on an average salary, right? So developers, testers, admin salary 1:2 means the person who is having 2 years experience, he get 4 lakh package. The person who is having 3 years experience gets 6 lakh package. That is on an average salary for developers, testers, and admins. So once you get into the project as a DevOps engineer, your salary would be 1:4. If you have 3 years experience, you'll get 12 lakhs package, right? So my younger brother recently cracked his interview, right? So he got 15 lakhs package. He's having 3 years experience, right? Yeah, salaries are very good. So one of my ex-colleague recently switched to SSBC. He's having 7 years experience, right? He got 38 lakhs package on Kubernetes, right? Yeah, so salaries are very good, right? So you need to practice daily basis. Once you practice, once complete our course, at least you can showcase 3 years experience. That level of training will be provided, right? So any more questions up to here? Anyone? Apart from this, any questions? Anyone?
Hi Ram.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Basically, yeah, I'm an electrical engineer. My background is from electrical engineer. So I'm switching to IT now. So what would be the process for me? Should I apply as a fresher or like a experience? What
Yeah.
should be the process for me?
How
Can you
many
please help
years
me
you
out?
have experience? Currently, how many
Actually, I
years?
have 9 years of experience. 9 years of experience.
Right. Yeah. So last three, you need to showcase DevOps experience. So previously, whatever you have, that you can showcase, right? Last 3 years. So you'll get package on overall experience, right? So yeah, as I explained, as we discussed, one of the previous batch student, so he's having 18 years experience on mainframes. He completely stagnated, right? Yeah, is in very high risk. Any moment he will be thrown out. In that position is in currently, right? So in last batch he joined, in my last batch. Okay. Yeah. So Jenkins completed. After completing the Jenkins, he asked me to provide the resume. I provide a resume. I prepare the resume. He applied. He applied on Jenkins for one of the MNC company. So he cracked the interview recent with very good package, right? So he settled in project. He joined already, right? Yeah. So last 3 years you need to showcase. So one of the civil engineer recently switched to DevOps, right? So he was having 15 years experience in civil background. Recently switched to DevOps. You crack the interview, what you say, with very good package, right? Yeah. So any background is not an issue. So, but you need to practice more daily basis. And the last 3 years, you need to showcase DevOps experience. I prepare your resume, and you can upload to Naukri, LinkedIn, and we refer some companies, right? That also you can apply. You can easily crack your interview.
Okay, and
Fine.
one more thing, Ram. Like, do you have any tie-ups with any companies for placements?
No, no, no. We don't give any assurance. So we don't give any assurance. Don't believe anyone. If anyone give you assurance, don't believe. Right? We train
No, no,
you.
means
Hmm.
like any tie-ups with
We
companies. Like, if there are any openings in the companies,
we
they
refer
can.
some companies.
Okay.
We refer some companies. Okay.
Hmm.
We refer some companies. You need to apply. How to apply? How to attend interview? How to crack the interview? I'll get you.
Okay. So minimum 3 years experience I need to apply. Put on my
Yeah.
resume. You're saying like
Yeah.
that, right?
At least 2.5 years you need to showcase. Then only, so you'll get more calls.
Okay.
If you
May
are
I
a
like
fresher,
Ram? Sorry.
yeah,
If can I
yeah, go ahead.
contact you separately after this meeting?
Yeah, yeah. You can WhatsApp me. You can call me.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Hi Ram, good evening.
Yeah. Good.
Actually, currently I'm working for Genpact. I'm carrying 4+ years of experience, and in my current project we use SQL and Java.
I see. Okay.
So I'm working in supply chain connect project. That is a WebTech project. Nothing to worry, right? I can able to handle, right?
Yeah, yeah. So you can easily switch to DevOps role. So developers, testers, admins, they are switching to DevOps role. So there is
Okay.
no DevOps, there is no admin roles currently. Even developers also they're switching their current role to DevOps role, right? So you can easily switch to DevOps.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Ram.
Any other questions, anyone?
So my side is sir, previously candidate has got 3 years experience with you, so after completing
Excuse me now.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So you told that in AWS we have paid services and free services, right?
Right, yes.
So what's the difference between those two?
Right. Paid services, free services, right? So all are same, right? For test labs, they are giving free services. For production, they are giving paid services. So, for example, if you want to run Kubernetes on your server, free service is having minimum configuration. That will not work. That is why we need to go with the paid service, right? So both are same, but free services are minimum configuration, 1 GB RAM, one CPU, like that, right? So Kubernetes required at least 2 GB RAM, right? So 4 CPUs required. That is why we use paid services. We don't need to pay anything here, right? We can use free of cost without any charges. I'll show you how to use that. Clear? Any other questions, anyone? Yeah. So whoever joined newly,
hello sir. Hello sir.
Keshav, some background noise is coming here.
Hi sir, I was asking that when we once we showcase of 3 years of experience, what about the
Hmm.
documentation required for that sir?
Yeah, I'll guide you. I'll guide you how to fulfill that. I'll guide you. Don't worry. Okay. I give you guidance, full guidance.
Salary slips do we they provide? Is there salary slips is provided likewise?
Yeah, yeah. That yeah, yeah. My students, different students, different backgrounds, they switch to DevOps. How to, yeah, how to apply, how to fulfill that. If you have any gap, I'll guide you. Don't worry.
Okay sir, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, so this cloud introduction we'll see tomorrow. This will take 1 hour, right? So tomorrow we'll see this introduction to cloud. Yeah, so because we have 8 minutes time, right? So that is not sufficient to complete this. Okay, fine. So you will get account details. If you are interested, you can make the fee and add into WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group already created, members already joined, right? So if you are interested, you can make the fee by today or tomorrow, and you can add into WhatsApp group so that you will get all the information in the group only, documents, recordings, right? So everything will be shared in the group only, right? So meeting link also will be changed after 1 day. Tomorrow, same link will work. So day after tomorrow means Monday onwards, link will be completely changed. Okay. Yeah. So we already completed 2 sessions, right? So tomorrow we'll work on this cloud introduction. So which is very very important session. So very informative session. Okay. So don't miss the session. So tomorrow sharp 7 o'clock the session will be started. Yeah. So 5 minutes before you can join, right? So this is very very important session. Some basics will be covered here. Okay, fine. So we can wind up here. Any last question, anyone?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, from Monday onwards, it's like a regular classes. Tomorrow also demo class, right?
Tomorrow, not demo, basics, basic concepts will be covered in cloud, multi-cloud. So here we have multi-cloud, right? Introduction to cloud. 3 clouds are there. Some basics will be
Okay.
covered, which are very important.
So
Batch already
tomorrow you
started.
will start AWS or all three clouds.
Cloud basics, not particular cloud. Cloud basics. Okay, fine. So we can wind up here. Any other questions?
Hi, Ram.
Yeah.
For Docker and Kubernetes, how much time it will take for the completion of the classes?
Yeah, Kubernetes will take nearly 8 to 10 sessions. Okay, Docker also will go deep
Okay.
dive. Docker is having Docker networking, clustering, different concepts are there. Will go deep dive. So those are very easier to handle. Docker, Kubernetes, you can easily understand.
Hmm.
Okay, which are very
Okay.
core tools, advanced tools.
Yeah. And what about Terraforms?
Terraform is a infrastructure automation tool. So Terraform also very important tool. So 8 days it will take.
8 days. Okay.
Fine.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine.
Excuse me,
So
sir.
here we can stop today.
Uh,
Yeah. Saitesh, go ahead, please.
yeah. Currently, I'm living in Canada. So,
Uh-huh.
will you provide any guidance for resume? Like,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So my students join from North America, Canada, Australia,
okay,
right? Europe. So definitely I
okay,
provide you guidance. I provide you
okay,
resume preparation, technical support,
okay,
whatever you.
okay. Thank you.
Fine. Yeah, we can stop here. Yeah, tomorrow sharp 7 p.m. IST session will be started. Okay. So tomorrow we'll discuss about cloud introduction. Okay. So this introduction is very very important. Okay. So if you are interested, you can make the fee and add into WhatsApp group. Fine. So tomorrow also same link will work. Same meeting link, online days. Fine. Yeah. Thank you all.